Hello, welcome to the Friday preview show. It's a trip to Middlesbrough in the npower Championship for Lee Clark's Blues this weekend, and we've got plenty to get you in the matchday mood in today's programme. Here's what's coming up. The manager looks ahead to the fixture at the Riverside Stadium as Blues go in search of back-to-back wins in the npower Championship. You may have noticed it's Red Nose Day, and we're off to a kitchen in the heart of Birmingham as Curtis Davis and Chris Burke take on Stephen Caldwell and Wade Elliott in a special Blues bake-off. And Birmingham City Ladies season gets underway on Sunday. We'll be talking to some of the Blues squad hoping for even more success in 2013. And that's why we're in the Legends Lounge at St Andrews today, because Blues Ladies kick off their season on Sunday with an FA Cup trip to Cardiff. They've got a new kit, but the same sponsor, Hollywood Monster, once again supporting the club as they have done so well over the years. Now, Lee Clark's side head to Middlesbrough on Saturday, hoping to build on the confidence gained from a 3-1 victory over Derby last weekend. Here's how the Blues saw off the Rams.
This is Forsyth. Away by Robinson. Forsyth battling with Cadiz. Oh, and it drops for Davis! Derby County take the lead at St Andrews. Well, Lee Clark quickly setting about making changes to his team. Wes Thomas replaces Peter Lovenkrands. Perhaps surprisingly, Chris Burke is the man to make way for Nathan Redmond. So two like-for-like changes. Sends the ball forward in search of Thomas. Now Spector couldn't quite get a touch. It might drop for Callum Riley! Well, the crossbar's still shuddering. Morrison again. Spot for Morrison to pick out Thomas. He's up against Keogh. It's Wes Thomas for Blues! Equaliser! And it was all his own work. Redmond can pick up the pieces. Cadiz again. Now Nathan Redmond! Wonderful goal! Nathan Redmond gets his first goal of the season. Helps it on. Flicked on by Redmond. It might drop for Thomas! It's all over now. And Wes Thomas caps a fantastic second half display from Birmingham City. The two substitutes who have made such a difference in this game combine to give Blues a 3-1 lead.
It's quite simple. That's what you have a substitutes bench for. You have those lads on there and you know that you've got faith in them, that they can have a positive impact in the game for you, whether that's turning around the opposition being winning, or whether you want to keep the game tight after you get yourself in a winning position. And they're the decisions that you have to make. I think it was easy for anyone to see. We were so flat in the first half. We needed a bit of pace and a bit of power in the team and some fresh legs and a couple of lads who were desperate to do well and prove that, you know, to me, that they don't want to be sitting on the bench, and that's the perfect reaction. I want the lads who are sitting on the bench. I understand totally, 100%, that they're frustrated and disappointed to not be in the starting 11. But when they get the opportunity, make it very difficult for me the following week to put them back on the bench.
Trip to Middlesbrough this weekend, a team that have been up there all season but have just slidden away recently.
Yeah, I mean, the form team the first half of the season, excellent football and team play the game, you know, where Tony's teams always play, passing the ball, good movement. I think they've been hit quite strongly with injuries as well over the last few months, and they've just had a downturn in results. I know they'll be able to put that right tomorrow. They'll have a good back in, the crowd will be loud, so we need to dampen that, and we need to make sure they keep having, you know, a bit negative thoughts around the stadium, on the pitch, because the little bit of a bad run they're in at the moment. We need to start the game well, certainly better than we did in our last away game, where the game's over after half an hour, basically, when you're 3-0 down to a team of Hull's quality. So, yeah, we'll be looking to put that right, that's for sure.
And considering the impact that the substitutes had last week, what will your approach be?
Well, they've given me a problem, and it's a good problem, because they've come off the bench and they've produced performances. All three of the subs did. So you know, something for me to consider which way I go and how I do it on Saturday.
4 Blue Stars cooked up a comical storm to help promote Red Nose Day earlier this week. Stephen Caldwell, Wade Elliott, Curtis Davis and Chris Burke swapped playing kits for aprons at the Thistle Hotel in Birmingham. And the budding bakers' culinary creations came in the form of Red Nose themed cupcakes. Davis and Burke teamed up to take on Caldwell and Elliott in a bake-off, judged by a member of the Thistle's kitchen staff.
I'm more at cooking and stuff that I like, but cooking cakes, pretty easy recipe today, but a bit panicked with everyone watching me, I think. We were taking it a bit more seriously than the other two. I think Wade was talking a good game, but I'm not sure how they're going to do in the end. But like I say, I'm not going to talk yet until the final verdict's out there.
As part of this year's Red Nose Day, the public are being encouraged to raise dough in the kitchen with their own bake-off and sell cupcakes to help boost the comic relief coffers. The money raised is used to transform the lives of those less fortunate both here in the UK and in Africa.
And the winner is, come on Dermot, give us the answer.
For a shaky start, I'm going to say
He knows what he's talking about now, actually. He knows. He knew what he was talking about all along.
Then it could have paid me off.
The Birmingham City Ladies season starts this weekend with the defence of their FA Cup crown. They take on Cardiff City away, and I'm delighted to say alongside me are skipper Laura Bassett and manager David Parker. And first of all, David, how much of a challenge will Cardiff present?
Yeah, I think it'll be a very difficult, tricky tie. It's a banana skin there, the old cliches. But no, they'll be a very well organised side. They're going to press us high and try and make everything as compact as possible. And they'll want to have a scalp against us and try and kind of like set the record straight and show the Premier League is as strong as the Super League.
As the current holders, does that add the pressure?
I don't think it's a pressure, it's just a different challenge. We've faced many over the last 2 years now, and it's a good mindset and bringing in that winning mentality to try and defend our trophy.
And Laura, you're refreshed having been at the Cyprus Cup for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, refreshed. Yeah, it was good to, quite a few of the girls, 4 of us went out there, got some good playing time, you know, because obviously we're still in pre-season. It was good to get match play under our belt.
And a new kit, new season, what do you think of it?
Yeah, I like it, really nice. I'm especially looking forward to the away kit, the pink, it's nice to play in pink.
What can be achieved this season? Obviously so much success last season in the Cup and almost pipping Arsenal again to the title for the second season running. Can it be third time lucky?
Yeah, hopefully that's our goal. That'll be our goal. We've been very lucky. We've kept a core, squad of our players together and also staff as well. So what we've learned over the last couple of seasons, you know, on and off the pitch, we can take those lessons into this third season. So and hopefully right the wrongs that we have been making.
David, tell us about some of the new members of your squad this season.
Yeah, I think we've gone for kind of like a youthful injection, looking at kind of like the best talent in England. We're fortunate that we are in a part of the country that's producing a high amount of players, and whether that's come from our own centre of excellence with Cowell coming through and progressing, and she's still only 16 years old, to the likes of Melissa and Katie and Kirsty, who are very local as well, that are featured heavily in the England squads. And that injection of kind of like youth has, I think, given the older senior players a real big lift at training as well.
So the season starts this Sunday in South Wales for Blues Ladies. If you fancy going to the game, it's at the Cardiff International Sports Centre and kick-off is at 2 o'clock. It's a normal Saturday 3 o'clock kick-off for the Blues. If you can't make it to Teeside, then you can do the next best thing and listen to live commentary with former Blues favourite Michael Johnson via Blues Player. It's currently available on a 14-day free trial and is now accessible through the Football League's iPhone and Android apps. Visit iTunes for more details.